Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are joined by Edward Taylor, Verity Investment Partners.
You got it.
Okay, perfect. Y'all just opened your Beaufort base, but you opened a Bluffton office.
We did.
So tell us why do that?
Well, thanks for having me on today. I appreciate it. We're in the business of serving our clients the best we can. Mm-hmm. And really, we know there's a lot of opportunity and growth coming south of the Broad, but fundamentally, we want to provide the best service and create joy for the clients we work with. So the best way to kind of make that positive dent in their lives and the community around us is to have a local presence. So we felt it was important to be here.
Yeah, sure. And so you have sort of an, not a motto, but sort of a philosophy. Growing
income for life.
Growing income for life. What's that mean?
So we actually recently trademarked that, and we were searching for something that in as few words as possible could really help explain the investment philosophy around what we do. And so growing income for life really it's about creating the growing income stream, investment income stream in the short term while leaving savings intact to grow over time. And so that provides two things for the clients. It provides the ability to fund expenses in the short term without having to dive into the principal. And so then if the principal can be left in place to compound over time, it allows the clients the flexibility to align their lives with the people, places, and pursuits that they really care about most.
I gotcha. Where does one kind of start with all of this? And I mean, I think some folks sometimes kind of feel like it might be too late, or feeling like they're behind the eight ball. And how is your firm sort of different than
So that's
some
a
of the other
really
ones?
good question. I feel like especially with the environment in 2020, there was a lot of market volatility, a lot of political uncertainty, regardless of which side of the aisle you were on, and so people were nervous about their investments. Many people got out in March, April, May, and missed out on some of the upcycle. But so what we really do, which I just kind of touched on and what makes us different, is the consistency of the outcome.
Okay.
So most outcomes are unknowing, uncontrollable. But if we can control what we can in the income and that investment income that can create the consistency for our clients to be able to fund their expenses,
Gotcha.
they don't have to mess with their savings.
So consistency isn't always something that's across the board for folks, is that?
Not at all. So a lot of firms tend to chase performance, which is unknowing. And again, the consistency in the long term, just having the ability to not dive into the principal and into the savings really creates the compounding effect that generates wealth over time.
Yeah, that's always it, dipping into the fund. You see it all the time, like, you break the spare change,
That's right.
to have to make things happen,
Well, expenses come up that people aren't
Yeah.
ready for, and so we try to plan ahead for that.
Sure. Are you seeing sort of a need to be a little more aggressive, as we're sort of coming back into life after COVID? I know a lot of folks lost jobs, and there's been a lot of changes for families.
So no, we try not to let market environments, political environments dictate the investment philosophy we have internally. Consistency. We want to maintain that approach through time, and dividend investing through many of cycles has worked out. So we're committed to that approach.
I gotcha. So, I mean, it's really if your plan is intact and you just kind of keep on left foot, right foot through the whole thing, mm-hmm. You guys kind of just laid out for everybody.
It allows the clients to have the peace of mind to sleep at night and rest well, knowing that if the market drops 20, 30% like it did in March last year, that they're okay. They have the income that they're going to need.
Yeah. I've never met somebody who's just so you're like a sage. You're just so peaceful about this whole thing. I've seen so many people who are like, battle cry, and and it's really a wonderful approach to just have it be just kind of laid back and not laid back in terms of your, the feet underneath the water, like the duck, you know what I mean? Like you guys doing all the heavy lifting under there, but really the idea of just stay the course. Mm-hmm. Just stay the course.
And that's really what sets us apart. As I mentioned, there are plenty of advisors out there that are willing to chase performance and do the best they can to generate that highest return year after year, which involves a lot of luck. And
we try
to remove as much of that as we can.
Yeah, and just stay the course. Mm-hmm. Slow and easy wins the race, right?
That's right.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay, so where in Bluffton are you going to be? How do we find y'all?
So right in Old Town Bluffton right now. We are right kind of at the corner of Calhoun and 46.
Okay.
And I would encourage people to go to the website, verityvip.com.
Perfect.
And all the contact information is there.
Edward Taylor, thank you.
Thank you so
good
much
to
for
spend
having
some
me
time
today. I
with you.
appreciate it.
We'll be back with more Talk of the Town.